Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Lupe Alcides. I am a Chicano from the west side of San Antonio, Texas. This is my own personal biased opinion. Now, I'm Catholic. I just became Catholic last year. If you haven't seen any of my videos, I've said it at least one time before. The reason I talk a lot about Catholicism is because, one, I think a lot of people that are Catholic aren't really that aware. Let's just say aware of the stuff relating to Catholicism. Let's just call it that way. Um, some people grew up Catholic, but they learned catechism really young, and as humans, we just we're creatures of habit, right? So if you do something a certain way, you just do it, right? A lot of people don't understand why you do it or um, what's the true meaning behind it, right? Like praying the rosary, um, uh, the Eucharist, stuff like that. People just they do it because we're Catholic. That's just what we do. Why do you fast for Lent? I don't know. We're Catholic. That's just what we do. But you don't really understand what it means and why we do it as Catholics. One of the reasons that I do it is to explain or uh, help people be aware whether you're Catholic or not, especially the non-Catholics, because a lot of people don't really understand why we do the things that we do, and they think we do it for the wrong reasons. And hopefully, not just me, but other Catholic sources hopefully help you become aware. And I think that it's important to a certain extent to understand other religions, whether you think it's wrong or right. I'll give you an example. I had a passenger a few nights ago, passengers, and one of them was going on and on about how oh, this young girl at work um, was saying stuff, and she was trying not to be offensive, but she kind of was, and she was Catholic, right? She threw it out there right away. She's Catholic, right? She was raised Catholic, and almost like something's wrong with you for being Catholic, right? And you could tell by the way she said it that one, she doesn't understand Catholics, what it means to be Catholic, or anything that has to do with Catholicism. You could tell just by the way she said, "Oh, she's Catholic," and she wasn't trying to be offensive, but she felt bad for what she said, and at least she felt bad, and she realized she was wrong, right? And I don't think she understood what she was saying, but at least she apologized, right? Like you're supposed to apologize for being Catholic, and you're supposed to apologize for them not understanding your faith. And I'm not going to say religion. I'm going to say faith, because of the things that we do it through faith because of our faith. Okay. Um, Supposedly this girl said something and it was so offensive, but I understood that she was Catholic, so I felt bad for her. You shouldn't feel bad for somebody being Catholic, um, especially if they don't like or understand the things that you do, because a lot of times, one, we're just led to believe that what we do is what we're supposed to do. One of the things that we're taught as Catholics is that we are the original church. This was instituted by Jesus. We have not strayed from his teachings and his practices. The Lord's Supper, he did it the night before he was crucified, and we continue to do it. People don't understand that. They don't understand why we do it. Jesus says, "Do this in remembrance of me." Um, a lot of the things that we do is because that's how the church um, teaches us, right? Catechism in the year explains a lot of the things that we do, and I think it's good for all Catholics to understand the catechism. I don't think a lot of people do. Uh, for a fact that I had a former GM that said that I've never heard of that, and I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school, so you should know. That's the thing. So you should know, but he didn't know, and it's kind of sad because he didn't know. But like I said, a lot of people are raised that way, and they just do it because of habit or tradition or whatever. I think that it's important for us as Catholics to understand why we do what we do and understand the things that we do. People don't understand about fasting properly during Lent. They think it's just Fridays. You're supposed to actually fast on Ash Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember properly, and Good Friday, which it's Friday, but um, fasting, praying, and giving of alms. People just fast. Well, let's not say that because they don't really fast. They just don't eat meat on Fridays. You're supposed to fast on Good Friday, Ash Wednesday. I forgot what else. You're supposed to fast an hour before you go to mass. A lot of people don't understand that. Um, and it's not that God's going to say, well, you did it. You ate that one hamburger on that one Friday because you were hanging out with your friends, so you're going to hell. It's not that because it's all about your faith and being a good person and all that. But I think it's it's important for us as Catholics to do what we're supposed to do. One, because it helps us grow in your faith. The whole point of Lent is because Jesus fasted for 40 days in the desert, right? That's why we fast for 40 days. We're supposed to be. We're actually. It's good if you can fast the whole time. That's why you give up something, right? Um, it's really awesome if you can do all of that. Um, Giving up meat is not just the only thing that we do as Catholics. Um, you're supposed to fast, right? People think that it's just giving up meat. You're supposed to fast, pray, and give alms. The reason you give up something is because you trade that for something else, like praying, reading the Bible, journaling, going to mass. Going to mass is like the best thing that you could possibly do, whether you're Catholic or not. Worshiping God and being in commune with God is like the best thing that you could do. That's why it's important that we do those things and understand why we do those things, so that you grow in your faith and you grow in your relationship with God. And yes, some of the videos that I make, I am calling not just people out, but Catholics out, because I think a lot of you guys don't understand what it means to be Catholic. You think that it just means going to church, Easter, Christmas, and on your birthday.